Last week, we delivered our bold bets. Today, we take each other up on them.
You are Locked On NFL Scouting with the Draft Dudes, your daily podcast for NFL and college football scouting. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's better than this? It's guys being dudes here on the Locked On NFL Scouting Podcast. We're the Draft Dudes. I'm Joe Marino from Locked On Bills. He's Kyle Krabs from Locked On Dolphins. And we are your NFL experts here with you daily to talk team building across the league on the Locked On NFL Scouting Podcast with the Draft Dudes, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Want to issue a big thank you, shout out, and welcome to our everydayers. Those of you who never miss a single episode, we appreciate y'all being here very, very much. This episode is brought to you by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONNFL at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year.
Joe, happy hump day to you.
Thank you.
Had a couple people already reach out asking where today's show was. They were fired up for us to take each other up on our bets today.
We're working on it right now.
We're doing it right now. We're doing it before 3 p.m.?
Yeah, that's later in the day. It is.
But then tomorrow you're going to get it super early because we're going back to back.
Yeah. We'll get them
because I'm at camp and then you go to camp. When do you leave for camp?
Saturday morning.
Keep an eye out for Joe Marino on Hard Knocks. And
he'll be actively avoiding that possibility.
And then you'll be there for a week.
Yep.
Are you driving again?
Yeah. I like having my car, man.
Yeah.
You bring your stuff up, you can leave with whatever you want, not to deal with
a rental.
Yeah.
Get a rental.
That'd be a far drive for you, Kyle Krabs.
Dude, North Carolina, Buffalo's not a short drive.
I could do it in under 10 hours.
I could do Florida in 10 hours.
The bottom of Florida?
No, not the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, you got me. All right. So today on the show, let's get into it. Because we have 16 teams to do with one bet apiece, which means we have an average of about 1 minute per team per bet.
Got to cook. Good tempo. Hurry up offense today.
Well, we're already 2 minutes off 2.5 minutes off the pace at this point. Ross Jackson is screaming at us to get into the content.
We got to do it.
Let's get into the content. Joe and I last week had our individual shows. We made bold bets for all 32 teams. We're going to look at the NFC side of things today. Last year we did this, and I think we finished 16-16 against each other, which was fun. Looking at bold bets that we made, taking each other up, deciding where the bragging rights are going to exist in the Draft Dudes lore in 2025. So we're going to start, and we'll present the team and then each bold bet that the other person made, and then decide if we're going to take each other up on them. We get one veto per show, a piece. So I can veto one if you take a really spicy that was intended to be spicy but not taken seriously hot take. I could veto it. Start with the Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning champion Philadelphia Eagles. Joe's bold bet for the NFC East, Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles have at least a 2-game losing streak in 2025. And are you listing opponents here?
Yeah, don't. Those are my notes. Those are just like possibilities. Those are streaks of games that they have. So I was like, okay, these are chances for them to lose 2 in a row.
So you think the bold bet, Joe's bold bet for the Eagles is they will have a 2-game losing streak in 2020.
At some point, they lose back-to-back games.
And mine was Saquon Barkley leads the team in rushing touchdowns. It has been Jalen Hurts every year since he took over as a full-time.
That's actually spicier than it feels like.
Right? I thought that was a really good one for the spirit of, hey, something that can realistically happen, but's never happened.
Do you worry that the Eagles are going to be like pettier than ever with the tush push?
I do, but Saquon Barkley was also tackled inside the opposing 2-yard line like 11 times last year.
Ooh.
So it's like, all right, don't be the most unlucky player in the NFL in short yardage, like finishing near the goal line, and you should get this because he was only 1 behind Hurts last year.
And for that reason, I'm not taking you up on that.
I am going to take yours.
Good.
I think that's an attainable goal to set.
All right.
The Washington Commanders. I'm going to try to do these in order that they finished last year. Can't wait to mess this up somewhere along the way. Joe has a win regression of at least 2 games. So their ceiling this year for Joe Marino, does this include playoffs or no?
Regular season.
Regular season wins is 10-7 at best, according to Joe Marino.
Yeah.
Mine is that Jaden Daniels goes over 999.5 rushing yards this season.
I think that's going to happen. I'm staying away from this one, taking you up on that.
Okay, and I think I'm going to stay away from yours as well.
Ooh, don't get mad at just me for thinking there could be a win regression.
I think there will be a win regression for Washington.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see, how does the schedule play out? The division's going to be tougher. They obviously have an elevated schedule. It'll be interesting. The Dallas Cowboys. Joe Marino.
Yeah, let's go.
Elam leads the team in interceptions.
Hey, don't accuse me of not being spicy.
And mine is Miles Sanders leads the team in rushing yards.
I wanted to do something with. Wait a second. Yeah, I wanted to do something with those running backs, and I'm like, I don't.
This is an impossible situation, right?
It's an impossible situation. I kind of want to take you up on that, though.
Okay.
I want to take that one.
Okay.
Not because I don't think. I feel like I have a good opportunity for you to be wrong about that. That's what it comes down to.
I'm absolutely taking Kai. I'll take the field versus Kaiir Elam. Absolutely.
Taking the field versus Miles Sanders.
So Dallas's running back room is Javonte Williams, Phil Maffa, rookie.
Yeah.
And then they have Jaden Blue.
Yeah.
And Miles Sanders, and then Deuce Vaughn. My argument was that Sanders is going to get a lot of open air opportunities, and hasn't had a productive 2 years in Carolina, but darn it, I saw how unproductive. Like Javonte Williams gave a real run at the Peyton Barber line last year.
Did he not get 250 touches?
He didn't get the touches to qualify.
If he would have, though,
he'd have been an all-timer. As far as if you're not familiar with the Peyton Barber line, it's 250. It's 250 touches at less than 4 yards a touch. Is that
under 4 yards a touch? Yeah.
So under 1,000 yards on 250 plus touches.
Yeah.
Last team in the East. We are back on schedule.
This is unbelievable. I didn't think this was going to happen.
We pulled this out of the fire. The Giants will have one win by Halloween, but Brian Daboll still coaches all 17 games.
And that's your take.
That's my hot take. Yours is Abdul Carter has at least 2 more sacks than Kayvon Thibodeau, which I don't know if that's hot at all. I'm not touching that.
Did you know that Abdul Carter has never recorded a sack in the NFL?
Yeah. Kayvon Thibodeau has more sacks than
infinity more time sacks. I think I'm going to take yours. So I know that you're going to talk to me about this schedule and there's not a lot of winnable games. I tend to agree with you. But I think they can get 2. So before Halloween, they play 1, 2, 3.
You only got 3 all year last year,
7,
right?
8. Yeah. But I like their defense.
I like their defense as well. I feel bad for them because I think they made a lot of nice moves defensively and from a personnel standpoint. But yeah, they play
Titans-esque year for the Giants. Where it's like the defense is good, but eventually it wears out because their offense doesn't do their job.
The games that the Giants play before Halloween: at Washington, at Dallas, home against Kansas City, home against the Chargers, at New Orleans, home against Philadelphia, at Denver, at Philadelphia. That's it before Halloween.
Yeah, I hate it. I mean, you're looking at the Saints and you're like, what other game are they going to win? I'm just going to say they win one of them.
And even if they did, I can't be mad at them for not winning these games. as long as they look competent, it's yeah, man, this is just a brutal schedule.
Right, Matt, you're the host of Locked On Giants. You have to talk through the schedule. You're like, hey, there's a good chance that they're 1-7 going into November, but that's probably okay.
What do you do after that, right? That's got to be the selling point. So you're taking me on this one.
Taking it, yeah.
Okay.
I think they win 2 games.
Okay. So that's 2 apiece in the NFC East, Joe Marino.
All right. The North, the South coming up next, folks. Be sure to stick with us. Ever wish managing your money felt easier? With Monarch Money, it can. Whether you're growing your savings or planning for a big purchase, Monarch puts you in the driver's seat. It's like having your own personal CFO giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money is more than a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So in addition to managing your money, you're also building wealth. When I started using Monarch, I realized just how much I was spending on food delivery. Now I budget smarter and I save more. And it can be surprising how many habits you could have that lead to some bad spending. And Monarch makes it easy to identify them. So Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONNFL at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONNFL for half off your first year. Guys, you've probably heard of Viagra or Cialis. Maybe you've even tried them. But if you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, it's time to meet Rugiet Ready. Rugiet Ready is a next-gen prescription treatment designed to amplify arousal in the brain and boost blood flow. Unlike the usual pills that can take hours, Rugiet's 3-in-1 formula dissolves under your tongue and kicks in fast, on average, in 15 minutes. Effects can last up to 36 hours, so you can stay confident and in control when the moment is right. If traditional options haven't worked, Rugiet might be the answer. Over 150,000 men have already made the switch. Head to Rugiet.com/LockedOnNFL and use code LockedOnNFL to get 15% off today. That's RUGIET.com/LockedOnNFL and use promo code LockedOnNFL for 15% off. Individual results may vary with prescription treatment. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. Please visit the Rugiet website for full safety information.
It's a very fast wardrobe change you just had.
Did I change my wardrobe?
Yeah, you were just wearing a black hat on the Rugiet read, and now you're
Oh,
wearing...
yeah. I just wanted to change. I got a sidebar for a second.
Okay.
Because during the break, I watched a video that came across the timeline. Did you see this of someone falling off the raft when the Browns did their helmet reveal?
No.
Oh my God.
They fell off a raft?
Yes, Kyle.
Oh, so it's this big purple tent or the big orange tent?
Yeah, it only takes a few seconds to watch it. You're going to watch the back right corner. Goodbye. See you later. Baptized. He was doing the Hugh Jackson, getting dipped into the lake. Somebody finally made good on that,
Oh no.
Yeah.
And then the mascot threw something at him in the water.
Things happened.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, more unfortunate than the helmet is bad too. But
I'm not a huge fan of the helmet.
Not a fan,
to be honest.
Yeah.
The NFC North now. We promised we were going to go in order that these teams finished last year, so we're going to start with the Detroit Lions, and I think we're probably going to take each other up on this.
I'm seeing this for the first time.
My bold bet for the Detroit Lions is that they finish third in the NFC North, and Joe's bold bet for the NFC North is that the Lions win the NFC North. So I'll go ahead and put us down.
Hashtag our Lions had a good run. Now they're just my Lions.
I was very clear. I think this team wins 10 games when I did this bet. So they are still our Lions, but
you're just a little higher on the Packers and Vikings.
I just think the coaching interruption and a little bit more interruption in Detroit, where I do think the Lions and I do think the Packers and the Vikings, they improved, I think. Now, obviously, the J.J. McCarthy thing is a big question there, but that's a great transition into my take for the Minnesota Vikings, which is that by the end of this season, Justin Jefferson passes Randy Moss for second all-time in Vikings history for receiving yards. He needs 1,886 yards to do that, which is pretty incredible that Jefferson's only been in the league as long as he is, and he's ready to pass Randy Moss for second all-time on Minnesota's receiving list.
Goodness gracious. So he would need, you said 1,886 yards. So it would be a career high in receiving for him, too. I mean, yeah, I think I'm going to take you on that.
Okay. I'm going to decide where to use my veto at the end of the program.
Yeah, I'd be thinking about that one, though, I think.
Yours is that the rushing offense is top 15 in yards per game and yards per carry.
Yeah. Maybe that doesn't seem spicy, but they've not been a highly productive rushing offense. 24th was their best in yards per carry, and yards per game, they've been 27th, 29th, and 19th. I'm really just buying into the improvements with the interior offensive line, especially with the run blocking.
Yeah, I think their investments here and then a young quarterback has me having no appetite to touch this is trying to say that they're going to be bad this year running the football.
Gotcha.
The Packers. Joe's is 1,000 receiving yards for Tucker Kraft. And it's interesting. We both have pass catcher takes. Mine is that Matthew Golden is 5th or lower in receptions and receiving yards. This is a first round. It's just a first round rookie coming in with what's a deep wide receiver room.
I think I want to take you on that.
Tucker Kraft exists. Aaron Jones can get some run with the ball as a Aaron Jones. Yeah, I'm just coming off the Vikings conversation. Josh Jacobs, a sneaky pass catcher. I think there's enough. I think there's enough here where you're going to have Kraft. Does Golden leapfrog that high, or is he the space guy? Because their original space guy, Christian Watson, is coming off of a season-ending ACL last year.
I think I want to take you on this.
Okay. You can take every one of my – you won't take the Chicago one. I know how you feel.
No chance. Yeah, no chance.
And I'm going to take you on Tucker Kraft 1,000 yards.
Okay.
I think he's – if you had to put Tucker Kraft on the list of NFL tight ends, how high on your list is he? He might be top 10 for me.
Yeah, I think he's in that conversation for sure.
So and just like it's our Lions, I don't want to be accused of it not being our Tucker Kraft as a lifelong Jacks fan.
Yeah, understood.
Just because I don't think he's going to get 1,000 yards. Chicago. I have Caleb Williams will still have an 8% sack rate or higher in 2025.
With you. I'm with you.
They built the wall, Chicago, right? Drew Dahlman, got all the money, Joe Thuney, Jonah Jackson, revamped the offensive line, Ozzie Trapilo. I get it. I hear you.
Did you see the metric on him where it's like percentage of sacks taken where they didn't move at the top of their drop, and his was like 20% higher than any of them?
No.
Dude, it's really real. It's really real.
Okay. And then 1,500 scrimmage yards for DeAndre Swift is Joe's hot take. I'm taking you on this one too.
Ooh, okay.
Previous career high was 1,345, according to your notes.
According to my notes, yeah.
Okay, very good. You want to start the South?
Let's start it.
Okay, we're going to start the South. We'll go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Joe has a defensive player has 10 or more sacks. Shaq Barrett was the last to do it in 2021.
There's only been 9 players in Bucs history that have done double-digit sack seasons.
Really?
Yeah. Now, a few of them had more than one, but 9 different players. I think two of them only had like one, like Chidi Ahanatu, and then some other dude had like one. So it's pretty not normal for Tampa Bay to have a double-digit sack guy.
I'm not going to take this one because I think Hassan Reddick has a chance to bounce back in a big way, especially with playing in that system with the other kind of dangerous players they have. I have Mike Evans's 1,000-yard season streak ends in 2025.
I saw a Bucs shirt that it said Mike, and then it was the I was a 1 and the K. You know, it was like, So that's a cool shirt, man. If I was a Bucs fan, I'd want that shirt. Is your thought here availability? Is that really what it comes down to? Or
availability? I know Chris Godwin had another ankle procedure, so there's questions about his timeliness. I know you had an offensive scheme change with Josh Grizzard now as the OC, but they used their first-round pick on a wide receiver. Seems like they got a really good back out of the backfield that's going to command a lot of opportunities. They had to force feed him the ball in garbage time against Carolina last year to get it.
We're serious about it. It's important to him. I think I'm going to take it.
You think he's going to get 1,000 yards again this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go one more. The Falcons. The Falcons. Joe continues to not believe in the Falcons pass rush.
Why should
Falcons don't collect 40 sacks. When's the last time the Falcons had 40 sacks in a season?
It's probably not been that recent, but the point being is like, despite the investments, significant investments, I still don't think they get there.
I would venture to say we're bordering on an unprecedented amount of investments in draft capital into the pass.
Dude, especially if you want to go back like further, and think about like Vic Beasley and Tack McKinley, and like obviously right now there's a lot invested.
I mean, just the last 3 years, it's a appalling amount of draft capital to have not results for. And mine is Drake London will go over 1,500 yards this year.
I'm staying away from that. I think that's a good bet for you. So I think we're staying away. Unless you...
I'm gonna go with you on the Falcons.
All right.
I thought about it, but I'm not going to. All right.
Okay.
So we'll do the other half of the South and then finish with the West on the other side of the break.
Stick with us. This episode is presented by Yahoo Fantasy. Fantasy football is back. Fire up the group chat, get your draft board ready, and buckle up for a season filled with breakouts, busts, and all the overreactions we live for. It's all going down on Yahoo Fantasy. This year, Kyle and I, we are playing Yahoo Fantasy, and you should too, whether you're a first-timer or a veteran making your 1 millionth league. I've used Yahoo Fantasy for years, and I love how smooth the draft day experience is. And once the league is up and running through Yahoo, the setup is so easy, the app is awesome, and the smack talk hits just a little different in the message boards. To celebrate 28 years of fantasy greatness, Yahoo Fantasy is dropping 28 big new features over 28 days, giving you more ways to play, more ways to draft, and more ways to win. It all begins on August 4th. So stay tuned and get started by creating or joining a Yahoo Fantasy Football League at yahoofantasy.com/LockedOnNFL. That's yahoofantasy.com/LockedOnNFL. And let's make this fantasy season the best one yet.
Absolutely incredible content happening right now. I am going year by year looking at the Atlanta Falcons and their sacks. The joke's on us. They had 42 in 2023. I am going year by year. I still have not found the next year that it happened, and I'm at 2009.
Wow. So not so bold. So what made that a bold bet, though, is because they're trying so hard to do it.
Correct.
It's not a high bar to clear either.
I am at 2006. They had 37 sacks. 37
That's
sacks.
barely 2 a game.
48 in 2004.
With John Abraham and Patrick Kearney or what? Who was on the team?
The second most recent incidence of 40-plus sacks for the Falcons was 2004. And we're going to go to Pro Football Reference so I don't bungle any of the numbers here. Let's see. We had leading sack artist was Patrick Kearney, had 13. Roderick Coleman had 11.5. Brady Smith had 6. No one else above 3.
Okay. Patrick Kearney not walking through those doors.
Kearney and Coleman. Kearney almost had as many sacks that season as the Falcons did in I think it was 2012 alone. They had a year where they had 21.
Such a weird thing to just there's nothing about that should be true for that long, you know? You got to stumble into it a little bit.
The law of averages.
Yeah.
Just continuing to defy the odds.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can defy the odds and finish this show in under 32 minutes.
All right.
The Panthers are next.
Yep.
You have 1,000 receiving yards for T-Mac. I don't think he likes to be called Tet.
That's a problem because that's what I mostly call him. What do we, I had to say Tetaroa?
Tetaroa or T-Mac.
Okay. But T-Mac is Tracy McGrady, so I'm not doing that.
There's a good portion of people who listen to this program and watch this program who never watched Tracy McGrady play a game in their life. You got to remember that.
Dude, do you remember that game? He scored 11 points in 19 seconds to win a game. Yeah. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That was when he's Houston?
Dude, you could say anything. I don't remember what team. I think it was Houston. Minority owner of the the Bills, by the way, Tracy McGrady.
Is he? Is he really?
Vince Carter and T-Mac, man. Those guys are owners of the Bills.
It's Vince must have done that to try to bring him over to Toronto.
No.
From his time with the Raptors.
No, you calm down there. Calm down.
I'm gonna think about 1,000 yards for T-Mac, and I have Bryce Young doubles his career passing touchdowns.
How many's he got?
Bryce Young's current total number of touchdowns, I believe it's 26. So I think he has 26 touchdown passes this year.
Oh, I'll take that.
You think he's not getting 26?
I don't think he's getting 26.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'm going to be petty, and I'm going to say T-Mac does not get 1,000 yards.
Well, maybe he'll throw 10 touchdowns to T-Mac.
You have Alvin Kamara getting his first career 1,000-yard rushing season. He came close this past. It wasn't like right there on the doorstep.
He's been close a few times.
And I have the Saints getting the first overall pick.
I could take the field there, huh?
You could take the field there in theory.
I'm not going to.
You're not going to touch it?
I don't think so. I think you're probably right about that. I think it's like 3 teams that would make sense to me, and they're one of the 3 teams. So I was like, yeah. I took you up on something in this division, though, right? Oh, a couple things. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah.
And I'm going to take you up on Kamara. Something that's never happened, I will bet, to continue not happen. Especially as an older back. Especially with the quarterback situation and stuff the box.
You should, but
that's it for the South. We have 4, call it 6 minutes. We're going to be good. We're going to be in good shape. We did really well here. I'm proud of us. The Rams won this division last year. I have Rams winning the NFC conference in 2025.
They're one of several teams I think can do it. I don't feel compelled to take you on that. I think it can happen.
Okay. You have 3 players getting 1,000 yards from scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
Last time that happened was 2019 with Todd Gurley, Cooper Kupp, and Robert Woods.
That's right.
How crazy is it that was 6 years ago already? That's not a good feeling.
Right. Didn't that season just happen?
No, it did not. So we're going to say it's going to be Puka Nacua. It's going to be Kyron Williams and Devontae Adams.
Yep.
I'm not taking you up on this. I think that happens.
All right.
I think that happens. Seattle. This might be my hottest one. Seattle's defense is top 8 in points, yards, and turnovers defensively.
You are feeling things about Seattle's defense this
Mike
year.
McDonald.
That's my take on my off-season conversations with you is that you're fired up about that defense.
I'm fired up about Mike McDonald in year 2, and they got Eamon Worry to be the hybrid freak player, and they already had a good safety room. They figured out their linebackers. I like their edge room.
Their front, I love their front. The D-line's really good.
The front should be awesome, yeah.
I think you're right about this. I'm not touching it.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think the highest that they were in any of those things last year was 11th points, I believe, off the top of my head.
I'm not saying it's not an aggressive take. I don't think you're going to be wrong about it.
I love it. And you have 1,400 scrimmage yards for Ken Walker. I'm taking you on that.
Stay healthy, Ken. Stay healthy.
I don't believe it's going to happen. I'm sorry, I don't.
It's fine.
And if it does, you'll be right.
Right.
But I'm going to bet on the thing that keeps happening to keep happening.
Contract year for Ken Walker. Don't forget.
Yeah, it could be motivated. My concern part of that is
zone offense.
Like you got to get superhuman. Last year, you needed superhuman efforts to get 2 yards at times.
Man,
that's my worry.
In
addition to the health, I have James Conner once again setting a career high in rushing yards, which would be the 3rd consecutive year in which that happens.
So he would need 1095 for a career high.
Yeah, but it's fine wine James Conner. He continues to just get better with age.
30 years old. He turned 30 in May. I think he does that.
Cool. You have 1,300 yards for Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep.
Why do you have McBride afterwards?
That's just a note for me to like, hey, say that Trey McBride exists. Like I'm trying to sell it as something that's bold, you know? Yeah. These are my notes.
Behind the curtain here.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to take you up on this one. I think there's a decent chance that he becomes the guy. Because they didn't really add another wide receiver.
No.
Right? So it's like they're really leaning into some continuity with the offense.
They can do anything on their offense. Literally.
How they flush some interior offensive linemen out.
That's about it.
Do you think Will Hernandez is going to sign anywhere? I know he missed like double-digit games last year, but like I keep waiting for him to be a name that signs somewhere.
It'll happen. O-line, teams need O-line. It will happen at some point.
The 49ers, our last team. I regret this one already.
Did something happen?
No. Well, he started the year on PUP for a hamstring. I have 1,000 yards for Pretty Ricky Pearsall. Juwan Jennings looking for a new contract.
It's aggressive, dude. It's aggressive.
I know it's aggressive. George Kittle exists. Brandon Ayuk at some point will be back.
I'll take you on this.
Yeah. This might be the veto.
Well, I thought you were going to holster that for the Jefferson.
I might. I'm undecided. I'm undecided. And you have outside the top 10 in total defense. Can you clarify
yards?
Yards.
Yeah.
Outside the top 10 in total defense for the first time since 2018. Did you see how bad their run defense was last year?
Yeah, now we just got a bunch of rookies.
Yeah, but we got Big Al Collins.
That'll be helpful, yes.
We got Big Al Collins and Mike L. Williams to kind of help play the line of scrimmage.
That will help.
And I think it was 2 years before last year, they were like 3.2 yards per carry. You could not run the ball on them. The regression was rapid and stunning. And that's a big part of why I'm not going to take you on this tape.
Okay.
Because I think there's a pretty good chance that, we got who's the other linebacker spot. You have all the youth on the interior of the defensive line. I know Hufanga hasn't really been healthy, but you got a little bit of transition away from Hufanga there. Chavarius Ward left.
Robert Saleh coming back, though.
Big Bob Saleh. I have 8 for you right now, and you took 8 for me. Would you like to veto any?
I'm good.
Oh, come on.
I did this last year. I didn't take any vetoes.
Yeah, it made me mad. Because I'm going to use my veto.
That's right. It's part of the strategy.
I'll leave the Pretty Ricky one because you would otherwise not have a bet in the West.
Okay.
So I'm going to veto the Matthew Golden one. I'm going to pull that one.
Sticking with, was it Jay Jets? Is that what he calls himself?
Jay Jettis, right?
Jay Jettis. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. So there's the NFC. Tomorrow we got the AFC doing the bowl bets on that side of the fence. And then Friday's takes on takes. We got a great week lined up. Training camps back in actions, full swing of things. Hope you guys will come home back. See us tomorrow as we do the other half of the NFL for bowl bets for the 2025 season. I'm Kyle Krabs. He is Joe Marino. We'll be back tomorrow. Hope to see you then.